When you're assembling your gazebo, it's a good idea not to tighten your fasteners down all the way until you're finished a particular section, like the floor here. When we've got all the pieces for the floor joists in place, we'll snug everything up after. Now that we've got our floor joists in place, you can see that the low points for the floor of our gazebo are picked up by our foundation that we installed. Floor joists in place, it's time to put our decking down. And there's several different options, but the recommendation with cedar is stainless steel, so you don't get any staining of the material. A stainless steel shank nail like this with a small head so it's not visible is a great option. Another option is a screw with a small head. It's called a decking screw or a siding screw, one of the two. You can use a hidden fastener which fits onto the side and is fastened with a stainless steel screw into the joist like so. Or you can use a construction adhesive which you apply down the joist. If you were building the gazebo from scratch, you would start with your outer board, cutting your angle at 22.5 degrees for an octagon, and work your way inward until you get to the center. For our kit, you have to pre-assemble the wall system before you stand it up in place. It's a detail you might want to look at if you're building the gazebo from scratch. It's a great way to make the walls go together and getting the walls all squared up and even.
As you can see, another core block is the key to proper fit of the rafters. An improperly cut block will result in the components not having a proper fit. Notice that the design of the structural components for the roof are similar to that of the framing that supports the decking. Having components cut to proper angles is essential to a successful result. You will need an assistant to complete this phase. Pre-drilling is always a good idea. This helps avoid splits on narrow pieces and simplifies installation.
We're now ready to install our roof. If you were doing this from scratch, one of the first places that you have to start is with the sheathing itself. And you would start on the perimeter and work your way around. This is a tongue and groove sheathing, which is what would be appropriate for a gazebo such as this. After you get your sheathing on top of your roof rafters, you'd have to install a roofing paper and then your shingle system on top of that. This particular gazebo comes with a pre-manufactured panel, and we're going to start installing those up onto the roof.
In this case, the tongue and groove sheathing, roof shakes, and all other components are Western Red Cedar. Here you see that the roof panels have strips of 1x2 along each edge that flank the sides of the rafters. This makes placement of the panels much easier. As you can see, our project is almost complete. All we need now is to install the ridge shakes, fascia, decorative corner brackets, and a cupola on the top. As we did with the screws for this project, we will use stainless steel nails to attach the ridge shakes.